Welcome to Road to Ownership. My name is Wes. We are living in this difficult economic time, and many people are asking themselves, what's happening in real estate? Is this market going up or is the market going down? We make these market updates to give you an insight into the real estate market in your local area. Today, we're going to Bartow County, Georgia. Bartow County is one of the counties in the 29 county region of Metro Atlanta. It is actually one of the smaller counties. We're going to give you an update of the condition of the real estate market in Bartow County for the third quarter of 2020. Now, before we get into this update, we want to ask you for a quick favor. Please just take 1 second and subscribe to this channel so you can receive the videos that we produce on a regular basis. Now, this market update will focus mainly on single-family detached homes. We will not include data for condominiums and townhomes. But if you're curious about the median value for these two categories of homes during the third quarter of 2020, for condominiums, it was $194,000. And for townhomes, it was $129,000. We would like to cover two macroeconomic metrics which are relevant in real estate. The first one is the median mortgage rate. We simplify the number. We would say it's about 3%, with many loans under 3%, under like 2.5, 2.6%. So this mortgage rate is historic. It's historically low. And the second metric here, we have the unemployment rate. As you know, if you don't have a job, you cannot buy a house. So this employment rate is not great, because before the pandemic, it was only about 3%. So this is a negative factor. We have a list of metrics here. These group of metrics are divided into three categories. The first ones are focusing on price. We want to see, is the price of homes are going up or is it going down? The second one focuses on supply, meaning are there enough homes in the market for buyers? And the third is demand, are there enough buyers in the market to buy the homes? So let's take a look at the first one, the first category, which is price. The first chart here we have is the median sales price. The median sales price for a single-family detached home in Bartow County for the third quarter of 2020 was $234,000 plus. So we notice here, we see an increase of 13% year over year from 2019, which was $208,000, to 2020, which was $234,950. So this is clear evidence of increase in price year over year. Second chart we have here is price per square feet. This is also another evidence of increase in price. We had 110 for 2019, but 2020 is 121. So this is a 10% increase in price per square feet. The next and last chart in this category, looking at price, is dollar volume of closed sales. This is the aggregate value of all the sales. We see a slight increase of 1.2% year over year, which is not much, but also an increase in price. So one thing we can actually say here, we see the aggregate value of sales during the third quarter of 2018 in this chart, and we see 2019 in this chart, and we see 2020 in the same chart. So from 2018 to 2019, the increase was 4.7, but from 2019 to 2020, the increase is 1.2, so it's less. So that's something to notice. So, but overall, we can see an increase in price looking at those three charts that we were looking at price. The next category here is what we call the supply matrix. The first one here is new listing. We see a decrease here. We see a negative 10.4% from 537 for 2019 to 581 2020. So the amount of homes, the amount of listings, of new listing during that quarter, the third quarter, was less than it was the previous year. Next chart is number of homes for sale. So this is significant here. The number of homes that was for sale during the period, year over year decrease, is a negative 44.4% year over year. This is significant. This shows that there were much less homes available, comparatively speaking, year over year. The next metric and last metric of the category is number of closings, which shows that the number of closings during the period, and we see an increase in the number of closings. So it means even though supply was less during the period, but some amount of closings, because I guess many, as a percentage, many more homes went under contract during the period. And like I said before, this is clear evidence that there were more buyers in the marketplace during the third quarter than there were in the second quarter. The next category, here we're looking at demand. Showing per listing, that shows how many time a house was shown when it comes, the average one was shown when it comes in the market, or was seen by buyers. We have an increase of 79.5%. This is significant. 4.4 times in 2019, but 7.9 times 2020. So this shows the strength of demand. This shows that we had a lot of buyers in the marketplace looking at homes. The next metric, which is also the last metric here for our charts, is time on the market. Times on the market. How long does a house stay in the market before it goes under contract? 2019, it took 21 days. Third quarter 2020 took 13 days. This is very quick, just under 2 weeks. The house went under contract very quickly. So this shows that there were a lot of buyers that were there, that were ready to put those homes under contract and buy them. So this was the last chart here. And the takeaway from these three groups of charts shows, first, price was increasing, and supply was limited. We saw that negative 44.4% in number of homes for sale. And last, demand remains strong. So we see all these activities by buyers in the marketplace. So this is clearly in the third quarter of 2020 in Bartow County, we had a seller's market. If you had a house, it was in good condition, it was priced properly, it would be sold. It would be sold pretty quickly. And the incentive for buyers in this market remains the interest rate. Interest rates are historically low. A lot of people would like to lock in those rates for the long run. This was an update of the real estate market for Bartow County, Georgia for the third quarter of 2020. Thank you.